It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Rams. From SoFi Stadium. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. They begin the drive with Williams. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Our game here, the second of 3 on this fine Christmas day. Coming up later tonight, the Bucs and Cardinals from Glendale. And then remember, as if your spouse hasn't chided you enough already, more football coming your way tomorrow night. Chargers and Colts on the 26th from Indianapolis. Williams going to get it again on second down. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, Wilson got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On second down, Williams. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got the lead guy running it pretty well, too.
It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the 38, Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jerry Jeudy with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first on the road here in extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Out of the end zone, it's Tutu Atwell.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try to put points on the board.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 45 on second down. Stafford toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. On first down at Stafford. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That's a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's a run by Akers. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1. Sort of interesting going with a draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it would be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said it before the play actually happened, if I had first guessed it. But look, a draw in that situation, heavy risk reward. If he walks in, it looks like a great call, doesn't it?
And instead brings up a tough 4th down. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Wilson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Stafford. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action with Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Here's Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss. They go play action now, Wilson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
21.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Monday. Zero. Easy.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line. 32.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Zero.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford will find a man over the middle. 2-2 Atwell. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
22.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
On the sneak, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Again, it'll be Akers. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll look to run with Akers. And this time he is in. Cam Akers, as the first half is winding down. And the Rams have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that is going to tie up the game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Atwell now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Rams take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Stafford. And this one is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw, Stafford. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play. And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Completes the pass to Judy on the crossing pattern. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Broncos! Jerry Judy, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Broncos have moved out in front. McManus's point after is good, and that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Atwell now from his end zone.
Tutu Atwell on the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On the counter, this is Akers. And some room to work. Touchdown, LA! And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. Williams brings it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And good quarterbacks know that when things start to break down and they're forced to flee the pocket, they can often count on their running backs to try and bail them out. That happened on that play. Nice gain.
Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Alberto, 34 yards. As his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Atwell now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
To the air again, Stafford. Forced out to his left. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 38, Stafford. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A huge play there for Denver. 49 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
When
we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. McManus's point after is good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Atwell now from his end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep them in? Green light, let them go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, but he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I had. Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Wilson. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Atwell now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone. Mark trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. 4th down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, touchdown LA. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Broncos are going to get the football. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Aaron Donald in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Wilson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. The 30. 10. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Broncos. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
His defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Wilson to throw. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Here with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing now is Wilson. This is Hamler on the crossing route. He's got it. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there. That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Big 20. 53. Ready.
Now it's Stafford. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
32.
Now Stafford. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Stafford now to throw. And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So 20 seconds remain. It'll come down to this. And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Here's Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining. Boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Atwell now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you go to the film, find out where